Hey!
Hey Mel, with spring right around the corner, you must be a busy bee at the moment.
Yeah, it's definitely a really busy time of the year. People are coming in with all sorts of symptoms because of the change of season and definitely have lots of questions for us.
Speaking of which, are you ready for our questions about spring?
Yeah, sure. Start me off with an easy one.
For those hay fever sufferers out there, what's the best way to tackle those pesky allergies?
Yeah, so there's lots of different treatment options. There's tablets, there's eye drops, there's nasal sprays. The key is to make sure you start as soon as your symptoms start. Don't leave it until the symptoms are full blown. Some people might even need a combination of products to get their symptoms relieved.
Can you tell me more about this combination?
Yeah, so start off with a tablet like your Telfast or Clarentine or Zyrtec and see how that goes. But if you find your symptoms remain unrelieved, like your eyes are still really itchy and runny, use an eye drop like Zyrtec, or if your nose is still really runny, add in a nasal spray like your Nasonex or your AZEP.
What would you recommend for a better night's sleep?
I like to make sure that I've had enough exercise. When I've done enough exercise, I'm physically tired and I'll definitely sleep well that night, and the next day I wake up full of energy.
Can someone who's never had hay fever before suddenly develop symptoms?
Yeah, unfortunately you can start with hay fever at any age.
What's the best vitamins to take on the daily?
So I like to recommend a multivitamin for energy, probiotics to help with gut health, and fish oil for the omega-3 to make sure that your brain and heart are nice and healthy.
Is the flu a winter-only illness?
Unfortunately, it's not, and that's a really common misconception. The flu can affect you at any time of the year, but it is more prevalent at winter.
Do you have any good stress management tips?
For myself, I find if I have enough exercise and really good sleep, then I can manage my stress better. During those really stressful times, making sure that I take a moment to try and appreciate something positive and make sure that I feel a little bit happier in the situation.
How do you know if it's allergies or a cold?
Yeah, that's a really good question. They have very similar symptoms like nasal congestion, but a cold will also be associated with body aches and fever, and it should only last for a shorter period of time. Allergies, you'll find you'll have itchy, really watery eyes, there'll be a lot of sneezing, and your skin can even feel itchy.
Is it true that pharmacists can provide vaccinations?
Yes, so if pharmacists have completed an approved training course, we are now approved to provide certain vaccinations.
How should you treat skin allergies?
I like to recommend an antihistamine and then also a cortisone cream to treat the itchy skin, and making sure you have a really good moisturiser like your Avene Theracalm to help soothe irritated skin. But make sure if you've got any concerns that you go into your Priceline pharmacy and speak to your pharmacist.
It was a pleasure speaking to you today, Mel. We'll be definitely back for more advice soon.
Yeah, not a problem. See you soon.